Hello and welcome back to Mech Zone. We welcome you to the second module of English where we'll be discussing more on vocabulary and word meanings. In the last lecture, we have already discussed about 7 to 10 words, and I hope you must be remembering those words. You definitely have to practice those words daily, or you have to look for those words daily in the lecture so that you have an idea of what we have done in the previous lecture. Now, today I'm going to discuss with you one short trick or one way how you can remember these words. Actually, we use flashcards. Flashcards are nothing but they are blank cards which are having plain white blank cards. You can buy them from the market for about 40 rupees or 30 rupees it will cost you. If you go to the shopkeeper of any stationery shop, you just ask for blank visiting cards. So blank visiting cards you will get, and it has two faces, front face and the back face, and both the faces are empty. What you can do is you can simply write down at least 5 to 7 words on one face, and you have a look in the entire day. You just have to look at those words just once for the entire day, and this is how you can remember all these words. So continuing further, today we will discuss about other vocabulary words and the word meanings. So the question is, dampen is to enthusiasm. Okay, the word is dampen is to enthusiasm. Now the word dampen here simply means to reduce. Okay, to reduce, and enthusiasm means you're very energetic or you're very eager to do something. So dampen is to enthusiasm. Okay, so actually we see dampen means to reduce and enthusiasm means energy. To reduce something. So the relation between these two words simply comes out to be to reduce something. Now, moist is to throat. Option A does not make any, very good sense. So A is ruled out. Test is to commitment. Now, test is to commitment also does not make any sense between something being reduced and something being evoked. So B is also ruled out. C, if we look at reverse and direction. Reverse and direction also don't have any correlation between them. So C is also ruled out. So the only option left here is D, and hence the answer is mute is to sound. Mute means to reduce or to reduce to zero. And sound means something which is coming out in the form of energy, sound energy. So you're actually reducing that sound energy to zero, and hence the option D is correct. Now the next question that we will see is gullible is to dubbed, and the options are architect is to blueprint, miser is to penurious, malleable is to molded, and articulate is to silenced. Now, if we look at the word gullible, gullible simply means that someone who is easily deceived or someone who can be easily cheated. So, gullible means someone who can be easily cheated, whereas duped simply means a person who is not easily fooled or cheated. So, if we look at the question, these two words are actually the antonyms of each other. Gullible means someone who can be easily cheated. Duped means someone who cannot be easily cheated. So we have to look through the options where we are getting the opposite relationship between the two words. So architect is to blueprint. This does not make a very good sense because architect uses a blueprint generally to generate his drawings and all that. So A is ruled out. Miser is to penurious. Miser means someone who is very stingy, someone who is avaricious or who saves money, or in Hindi you can call it as कंजूस. ठीक है? And penurious simply means who is extremely stingy, extremely इसको कहेंगे मक्खी चूस टाइप, मतलब बहुत ही ज़्यादा कंजूस है. So miser and penurious are generally the synonyms of each other. They can be called as a synonym of each other. So B is also ruled out. Now what we can see next is malleable is to molded. Okay, malleable. Now malleable here means adaptable, something which can adapt easily, and molded means something which can be shaped. Okay, something which can be shaped into a mold. And option D, articulate is to silenced. Articulate means something which is very, very clear, and silenced means something which is hidden. So the relation between articulate and silenced is simply the antonym. Okay, it is just the antonym. But if we look at articulate is to silenced, we cannot judge whether it is a very correct relation or not. Articulate means very clear. Silence, we cannot 100% say that silence can be an antonym of articulate. So A was ruled out, B was ruled out. Between C and D, if we look at, then option C is making the best sense out of the 4 options. So the answer becomes C. Okay, so this was the answer to this question. Now next, if we look at, next we have indolent is to work, and options are decisive is to act, intolerable is to defeat, taciturn is to speak, confide is to tell. So if we look at the word indolent, indolent simply means slothful or someone who is very, very inactive. Alsi type ka insan is called as indolent. And work is the antonym of indolent. Work means someone who is active, or he is working or she is working. Now decisive simply means something which is crucial or very important. Okay, so decisive is to act is not making any sense, so it is simply ruled out. Next is intolerable is to defect. This is also not making any sense, so this is also simply ruled out. Intolerable means something which cannot be tolerated. And defeat means something, defeat, actually it is not defeat, it is defect. Okay, it is defect, so it is also not making any sense, so this is also ruled out. Now we see that confide is to tell. Confide simply means to tell secrets. Okay, to tell secrets trustfully. If you trust someone and you're telling them your secrets, then it is called as confide someone. To tell secrets very trustfully. And tell is also the same thing. To reveal secrets is to tell something. So D is also ruled out because it is not making the perfect combination as the question does. So the correct answer becomes taciturn is to speak. Taciturn means inclined to silence, someone who is very silent. And speak means someone who is revealing those words or someone who is not silent. So here in this particular option, we see that these are two antonyms of each other, and hence the answer to this question becomes option C, that is taciturn is to speak. So with this we come to the end of this lecture. We have learned a lot of words. So I request you to kindly go through these words. You can make flashcards, remember those words, try to use them in your daily conversation, and this is the only way how you can remember them. So today we have learned about how many words? I think more than 10 words we have remembered. So keep learning with Mech Zone, and we'll be providing you all important English lectures for various competitive examinations. And in the next lecture, we shall also be discussing, along with vocabulary, we shall be discussing more on pronunciation, how to pronounce certain important words that are used in the daily life. So with this, we come to the end of this lecture. I hope you are enjoying our lectures. Keep giving us feedback. We are actually waiting for all your feedback so that we can have improvements on our channel, because nothing can be 100% error free or nothing can be perfect. So we're just trying to make everything near to perfect. So please give us feedback, subscribe to our channel, like our channel, please refer our channel to your friends and to your other colleagues so that they may also be benefited. So thank you for today.